Do you think that part of the secret of the Ramones sound came from the fact that Tommy was a guitar player and just trying to play drums?
Absolutely. I mean, Tommy really didn't want to be in the band at the time. He wanted to produce them and manage them. So the whole story goes, there were three pieces. Joey was on drums and Dee Dee was singing, playing bass.
Right.
And he pulls Joey off the drums, and they try to find a drummer. They was very raw in the beginning. If you look at the early shows of the Ramones, it's unbelievably raw,
Right.
So no drummers could understand what they were doing. But Tommy, he was a great musician, He didn't play drum. He wasn't a drummer. He's a guitar player, but he played a lot of, he could play instruments, So he sat it down and kind of developed that whole style and made that whole style up. So when Marky came in, he had to sit down with Marky and show him, this is the way we do it. And it took a little time. Marky got it. Marky being a great drummer, from Dust and Richard Hell and all that stuff and Voidoids and stuff. Great drummer, but he had to, accommodate into the Ramones. And Tommy got him into it, showing him his style. Tommy just made up that style, being a guitar player.
So it's very interesting because I've heard, I don't know if Marky said it, someone said it about how the wrist, doing the wrist thing or the hi-hats or whatever, that it really tires you out. It kind of blows my mind that someone who doesn't play drums would, sort of go to that as their style and then and also not tire when they're doing it. Do you think that might have had to do with the fact that Tommy played lighter while those guys were playing heavier? Kind of creating like a dynamic contrast in a way.
But yeah, something like that. He just kind of developed the whole thing with the Ramones at the time.
Yeah,
being a guitar player and just trying to play drums with them, because as I said, when they were auditioning drummers, none of the drummers could, in the early years, understand what the Ramones were doing.
Right.
So he developed that whole style.
Wow.
Fit in right with the group, They said, why don't you join the group? And they said, okay, I'll join the group.
What about the down picking that Johnny is doing? How does
downstrokes?
Yeah. How does that contribute to the sound? Everybody always makes a big deal about this. I'm not a guitar player. What's such a big deal about doing just all downstrokes? Why is that so difficult?
So, well, try it for a while, for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. See how
I don't even know if I'm doing it. Am I doing it right?
See how yeah, it's all downs. Bum, 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 bum. It's all downstroke.
Yeah, you're still bringing your hand up. So when you're strumming up and down is
no, it's only down, downstroke. So no.
So it's kind of like turning your wrist. You're going.
Yeah, if you're hitting downstroke, it's hard to do. I mean, most guitar players don't do that all the time. They play lead guitars and they play rhythm and downstrokes, not that much. But that was the whole thing with the Ramones. And Johnny just wanted to do that the whole set, So
it
became his style.